Hey guys, on the way this morning to get labs done. Stuck in traffic, so I thought what better time to go ahead and post a video. Go to the gym after I get labs, so I probably won't remember it on my way back. And plus I'm going to try to grab some breakfast, so I'll probably have both hands full on the way back to the gym. But just watched a few videos last night about bodybuilding and things like that, fitness, all that good stuff. I tried to expand my knowledge as much as I can when I can. But one of the things keeps popping up on my news feed, and I have no idea why, because I'm really not interested in it. But apparently Jillian Michaels, I don't know if y'all know her, she's sort of a fitness guru, got in some trouble here a while back with her supplements and all of that because she was saying they did things that they didn't do, or they had stuff in them that they didn't have or something. I don't even remember. I barely remember even the controversy about it. But apparently she's back in the news because she has fat shamed a rapper and said something about Al Roker's diet. I don't get it. But whatever. First, just let me say that making generalizations or general comments about diet is, I don't think, a bad thing. But when you're talking about somebody specific, you should probably figure out first exactly what they're doing, and secondly, if it's at the recommendation of a fitness expert, or if they're just out, trying different things, because you never know where anybody is at in their progression, or what stage they're at in their fitness journey or whatever. I'm not a fan of diets. I don't believe them. I don't believe in them. The whole low carb, no carb, keto, Atkins, all that crap. Your body needs carbs, people. I don't care who you are. Your body needs carbs. It's designed that way. Your body needs a little bit of every element, every nutrient, every vitamin on the face of this earth. You were made out of dirt and mud, okay? You need that stuff, period. I don't care what you believe. If you believe we crawled out of some primordial soup and evolved, you still have to trace it all the way back to dirt. I mean, that's where we come from. That's the stuff we need in our bodies to make them work properly. So I don't know what she said about all of it. I did watch the video on what she said about the rapper, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get it. I don't think she fat shamed the girl. I just think that she made a valid point. Her music is awesome, and we shouldn't be focusing on her body. The fact that she is a big girl doesn't matter. She is what she is, and she actually obviously loves herself, or she would be doing something to change it. So what does it matter what she looks like? We should be focusing on her music as an artist, not her body as some sort of sex symbol or something like that. It's ridiculous, the things that society wants to put on women as far as the way they look goes. I get it. If you're going to be on TV or be in the public eye, everybody likes something aesthetically pleasing to look at. But at the same time, if you're looking to somebody for fitness advice, you probably don't want to pick somebody that weighs, 200 plus pounds and eats whatever they want and, exercises a couple times a week. That's probably not a good idea. So in that case, looks can probably have a little bit to do with your decision. But again, when you're talking about artists, who cares what they look like? Is what they're doing good? I mean, if she wasn't good at what she did, she wouldn't even be in the public eye and the media in the first place. So, you know, the comments about her body and weight and all of that just need to stop. If we can't talk about her music, then why are we talking about her? Because that's what she does. You know, she's not a fitness expert. She's not trying to tout herself as someone to look up to health-wise. So why is it even a subject? You know, and I think that's all really Jillian was getting at, was the fact that why are we talking about her body? She's an artist, she's a musician, she's not a fitness guru or a fitness expert or anything like that, you know. And yeah, it's great that we can see her in her present state and be like, oh, that's great, you know, she's comfortable with who she is, she loves herself, she's fine in her own skin, you know, that's a good example to look up to. But at the same time, it's not going to be cool if something happens to her health-wise, because, you know, it can be prevented. Obesity is a problem in the U.S., and it's all because of our diets, you know. And then she goes on, apparently made a comment about Al Roker's diet, and I don't know what that cat does. Personally don't care. But, you know, that's where you start getting into the weeds a little bit. I'm pretty sure he's following the advice of a doctor or a fitness expert, and for her to just make a generalization about his diet is kind of idiotic. But that's just me, you know. I don't listen to everything that I read or hear as far as diet goes. You know, if I was, I'd probably be on some sort of keto bullcrap. And again, your body needs carbs. You know, there's generalizations that can be made about everybody's diet that we should all follow. You know, everybody needs a little bit more protein than they do everything else. But just like in my case with the CF, I have to take enzymes. I'm malnutrition from the start. So high protein, high fat diet is okay for me because I'm deficient at the get-go. You know, so cutting my fats when I'm already deficient in them is going to be a huge detriment to my system. So, you know, everybody's different, everybody's specific. Yes, generalizations can be made. Everybody needs this amount of proteins, this amount of fats and carbs. But when you drill down to the specific person, you have to be careful, because everybody's different. You know, I don't need as much carbs as, you know, a marathon runner or an triathlete or anything like that. But you know, they probably don't need as much fat as I do, because again, I'm deficient right out of the gate. So I have to actually eat a little bit more than someone who needs more because I'm deficient in it. You know, just like vitamins and things like that. You know, I don't care what they say about vitamins. Everybody needs to be taking a multivitamin. You know, I've heard that whole argument, well, your body doesn't use all of it, you know, you just pee it out and all that. Well, I get that. Your body's only going to use what it needs, because believe it or not, your body is smarter than you are. It's designed that way. So even though you might pee out or, you know, get rid of even 80% of the vitamin, there's still 20% that your body uses, you know. And if you're deficient in that 20%, then it's probably a good idea to take the dadgum vitamin. You know, regular blood checks, blood workups to see what you're deficient in, what you need to be getting is always a good idea. You know, so just a little bit of diet tips for you there. But yeah, you know, body comp, body proportions, goals, you know, diet, exercise, even genetics, guys, plays a huge role in how your body looks and how it's shaped and what it actually, how it actually works and operates. You know, I think that you know, genetics can be overcome, but I think it's downplayed quite a bit, you know, when it comes to body comp and weight gain and things like that. I mean, take me for example. Cystic fibrosis is in my DNA. I mean, there's no getting rid of that. I mean, it's in there. It's the way my body is made. You know, you're not going to reverse that with a vitamin. You're not going to reverse that with protein shakes. I mean, and exercise. It's always going to be there. So that deficiency that it causes is always going to be there. Now, I can push past those deficiencies with the tools that are out there. But the second you quit using the tools and don't stay ahead of the deficiencies, then they come right back. There's no denying it. And if you do, you are willfully blind. I mean, it's just the way it is. So, you know, I think that, you know, the whole generalized health plans anymore are just for naught. You know, that they do work in a general sense for the majority of people, probably, but you know, they're just not reliable enough to make generalized opinions on specific people, you know. So it's just odd, you know, that people do that crap. You know, I don't know why fitness instructors and things like that, especially, which TV personalities are what they are. You know, it's kind of like listening to celebrities and musicians when it comes to you know, politics and things like that. Just because they're a celebrity or a comedian or a musician doesn't negate the fact that they can know about politics, but, you know, simply because they are, you know, a public figure or a status symbol or something like that doesn't mean that their opinion is the right one. So take that however you want, you know. Julian Michaels says something. Should it be taken as the gospel? Probably not. But at the same time, you know, I don't think it can be denied that she does know somewhat about what she's talking about, because it's what she does for a living, you know. So there you have it. If you don't know, keep your mouth shut. But yeah, going to get lab strong today. Going to see where my levels are at, see if I need to adjust anything, and then we're going to go to the gym. I don't know if you've watched the video before this one. You've seen that I got back down to, or I restarted my base program just to build up strength and a little bit of size if I can. I've gotten to the point where I've put on a lot of weight, and I think that I have plateaued as much as I can without a spotter doing the exercises that I was doing. So I've gotten back to squats, deadlifts, bench press, rows, you know, military press, things like that. Just general compound movements to build strength and mass. So hopefully once I get through this program in a month or two, I'll be a little bit stronger and I can go back to the 5 or 6 day a week programs and see if I can isolate some muscles and put a little size on them individually. But yeah, this program that I'm on now, it's great for that kind of thing. So that's where we're at. But yeah, listen, it don't matter where you're at in your fitness journey, stick with it. Doesn't matter what anybody else says about you or the way you look. You are who you are, love who you are, be happy with who you are, and, you know, do everything you can to keep yourself healthy. Trust me, you don't want to have a transplant of any kind. They are life-saving, but in reality, you're just trading one set of problems for another. So it's not a cure by any means. But if you need one, I highly recommend them. They can change your life. But yeah, y'all stay positive. Keep your head down, keep working, keep grinding. You'll get there eventually. And we'll see you next time.